What's going on, YouTube? Well, the match is over. J-Rock versus Swift, Hurd versus Williams, and I'm sad to say Hurd lost. I really like Hurd. I want to see a rematch. I didn't have the margin quite as wide as the judges did, but Williams threw the better, harder punches, whereas when Hurd was landing, they were very soft due to him looking exhausted, and I've never seen Hurd exhausted before. What I can say, and this is what I was telling people I was watching the fight with, the problem with Jarrett Hurd is he likes to get real close. He likes to get body to body with people and throw a lot of combos and punches. That works when he's fighting guys of similar stature. The problem is Williams is only 5'10", and that's a boxing 5'10", so he could be shorter. And tall fighters like Hurd cannot fight close like that against the shorter opponent. The reason being is the taller guy gets T-Rex arms and they can't get as much leverage or power off as the little dude can, and that showed with Williams. As far as Hurd goes, first off, he needs to get rid of his cut man. It was ridiculous. His cut man put so much Vaseline over his eye that it blinded him in one of the rounds, and he almost got beat up trying to clear out his eye because he couldn't see. That's step number one. Step number two, Hurd. I'm sorry, but this is what happens. I understand that you made it to a world title. You got 2 belts. You did great, but you did that off your own merit. It's fights like this that show you if your trainers and coaches really know what the fuck they're talking about, really know if they have any type of experience, and they don't. They were telling you to fight the wrong fight. They were saying look for hooks on the outside of them, which is completely wrong. You don't hook on the outside, especially against a shorter guy who's going to be quicker lunging in and out against you. You use your range, you back up. When Hurd, the few times he did, was fighting earlier on in around like the 4th, 5th round, using his 1-2 range, he was winning the fight off of that. But then he would revert to getting chest to chest, head over shoulder, and doing little body stuff. And Hurd's corner should have been wise enough to tell him to stop doing that before he got himself hurt, because you could see that Williams just had more impact, more power, and he was timing the hooks and the uppercuts off of Hurd going to the body. Now, defensively, Hurd showed a lot of flaws in a close, tight, dirty boxing match. When he knew Williams was pop shopping him with that uppercut, what you see going on a lot in that is you see a lot of the arms moving, right? What's going on is they're fighting for a position to be able to throw punches. Now, when Williams would get his hand on the inside of Hurd, he was waiting for Hurd to go to the body, then it was time. And the minute he got touching the body, he was coming straight up. The issue with that is, once you have the shorter guy's arms inside of your arms and you know they're there, he can't really hook you because he's inside of you. So his hook won't come out. He has to step back to throw around. So you know the only punch he has is the uppercut, which he was throwing. What's supposed to happen, what Hurd should have been doing, and he should have been coached about this in his corners, his arm stayed very vertical. Very vertical when he went to the body because he was watching for that hook. But once again, he wasn't fighting the taller fighter, so the hook was not what you had to worry about. The hook you only had to worry about when the shorter guy was on the outside of your arm, not on the inside, because he's too short to come around. What you had to worry about was the uppercut. So you should have seen this. Every time he leaned down to go to the body, you should have seen his guard go this way so he could catch it, or come down and catch him here. So when you see that uppercut coming, you can hit him in where the arm bends above the elbow. Sorry, I'm in my car. You could come down with the same amount of force to take out the uppercut, or you could just come here and catch it whenever it's coming. You could catch it with your forearm, catch it here, you can put your elbow into it. But he wasn't doing it. He repeatedly kept his guard straight up and down, and he was just eating them uppercuts. And like I said, his corner did not tell him to back out. I hope to see more from Hurd. I really like Hurd, but he got beat. The right man won this fight. And Hurd, just get your shit together. Hopefully you have a rematch clause, because I did see success from you in the 4th, 5th round, using your straight punches. I'm telling you though, Hurd, I understand there's loyalty, but you got to look out for yourself. When you have become more skilled than your team, you have to move on to people who are just as skilled as you, or more skilled than you, knowledgeable than you, to hone you better, because your corner failed you. Once again, y'all, for the final time, the third time, Williams beat Hurd. Thank y'all for watching.